In the world of fitness, we often hear the mantra, no pain, no gain. While pushing your limits is crucial for progress, it's equally important to recognize the value of strategic rest. This is where the concept of a deload week comes into play. A deload week is a planned period of reduced training intensity, volume, or frequency. It's not about hitting the brakes entirely, but rather easing off the gas pedal to allow your body to recover and rebuild. Think of your body like a car. Just as a car needs regular maintenance to function optimally, your body requires periods of reduced stress to recover from intense training. Deload weeks provide this necessary break, allowing you to return to your workouts refreshed and ready to push harder. They are an essential tool for preventing burnout, reducing the risk of injury, and ultimately, maximizing your long-term progress. Deload weeks are not a sign of weakness or a break from your fitness journey. They are a strategic investment in your continued growth and development. By understanding the importance of deload weeks and incorporating them into your training regimen, you can ensure that your body is always primed for optimal performance. While the concept of a deload week may seem straightforward, knowing when your body needs one can be tricky. Many people push themselves too hard, ignoring the subtle cues their body sends, mistaking them for weakness or lack of motivation. However, recognizing these signs is crucial for preventing overtraining and potential setbacks. One of the most common signs is persistent muscle soreness. While some soreness after a workout is normal, prolonged muscle soreness that lingers for days or even weeks could indicate a need for a deload. Other signs include decreased performance, elevated resting heart rate, disturbed sleep, loss of motivation, increased irritability, and a weakened immune system. If you experience any of these symptoms, it's important to listen to your body and consider taking a deload week. Ignoring these warning signs can lead to more severe consequences like overtraining syndrome, which can significantly hinder your progress and take a toll on your overall well-being. Remember, taking a deload week when needed is not a step back. It's a strategic pause to ensure you can continue moving forward on your fitness journey. In the pursuit of fitness goals, it's easy to fall into the trap of more is better. This often leads to pushing the body beyond its limits, resulting in overtraining. Overtraining occurs when the body is subjected to excessive training stress without adequate recovery, leading to a decline in performance, fatigue, and increased risk of injury. While some stress is essential for adaptation and growth, excessive stress without adequate recovery can have detrimental effects. Imagine your body as a bank account. Training is like a withdrawal, depleting your resources. Rest and recovery, on the other hand, are like deposits, replenishing your reserves. Overtraining occurs when you consistently withdraw more than you deposit, leading to a deficit. Overtraining can manifest in various ways, including persistent fatigue, decreased performance, loss of motivation, increased susceptibility to illness, and even mood swings. It can hinder your progress, derail your fitness journey, and even lead to long-term health concerns. Understanding the delicate balance between training stress and recovery is crucial to avoid falling into the overtraining trap. While it may seem counterintuitive, taking time off from intense training can actually boost muscle growth. Deload weeks are not about sitting on the couch and doing nothing. They involve strategic reductions in training volume, intensity, or frequency to allow your body to recover and rebuild. During intense training, your body undergoes microscopic muscle damage. This damage is a natural part of the muscle-building process. However, for these muscles to repair and grow stronger, they need adequate rest and recovery. This is where deload weeks come in. By reducing the training load, you give your body the opportunity to focus on repairing damaged tissues, replenishing energy stores, and rebuilding muscle fibers. Furthermore, deload weeks can help reduce levels of cortisol, a stress hormone that can interfere with muscle growth. By reducing training stress, you allow your body to better regulate cortisol levels, creating a more anabolic environment conducive to muscle growth. Remember, muscle growth doesn't happen during your workout, it happens during the recovery period. Section 5. Implementing deload weeks, finding what works for you. Integrating deload weeks into your training program doesn't have to be complicated. The key is to listen to your body and adjust your routine based on your individual needs and training intensity. A general guideline is to incorporate a deload week after every 3 to 6 weeks of intense training. However, this can vary depending on factors like training experience, age, stress levels, and sleep quality. There are various ways to implement a deload week. One approach is to reduce your training volume by performing fewer sets and reps for each exercise. Another method is to decrease the training intensity by lifting lighter weights or reducing the resistance. You can also opt to reduce the training frequency by working out fewer days a week. Experiment with different deload strategies to find what works best for you. During your deload week, focus on active recovery activities like light cardio, stretching, yoga, or foam rolling. These activities can help promote blood flow, reduce muscle soreness, and improve mobility without adding significant stress to your body. Remember, the goal is to prioritize recovery and allow your body to prepare for the next training cycle. Section 6. The Science of Recovery. Why Deload Weeks Work. The concept of deload weeks is not just a fitness fad, it's backed by scientific evidence. Numerous studies have demonstrated the physiological and psychological benefits of incorporating regular deload periods into training regimes. Research shows that deload weeks can lead to significant improvements in strength, power, and muscle growth. A study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that athletes who incorporated deload weeks into their training program experienced greater gains in strength and power compared to those who trained continuously without a break. The researchers attributed these findings to the positive effects of deload weeks on muscle recovery and neuromuscular adaptation. Moreover, deload weeks can have positive psychological benefits. Continuous intense training can lead to mental fatigue and burnout. Deload weeks provide a much-needed mental break, allowing you to return to your training feeling refreshed, motivated, and focused. This psychological reset can be just as important as the physical recovery for long-term progress. Section 7. Dispelling the myth deload does not equal muscle loss. One of the most common misconceptions about deload weeks is that they lead to muscle loss. This fear often stems from the use it or lose it mentality. However, research suggests that short periods of reduced training volume or intensity do not result in significant muscle loss. In fact, a well-structured deload week can actually help preserve muscle mass while promoting recovery. A study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that even after 2 weeks of complete inactivity, muscle protein synthesis rates returned to baseline levels within 24 hours of resuming training. This suggests that short periods of reduced activity do not lead to significant muscle loss, and the body can quickly bounce back upon resuming training. It's important to remember that muscle loss is a gradual process that occurs over extended periods of inactivity, typically weeks or months. A deload week, which usually lasts only a few days to a week, is not long enough to cause significant muscle breakdown. Instead of fearing muscle loss, view deload weeks as an opportunity to allow your body to recover, rebuild, and come back stronger. Section 8. Balancing act, finding your fitness equilibrium. Achieving optimal fitness is not about pushing yourself to the limit every single day. It's about finding a sustainable balance between training, stress, and recovery. Deload weeks are a crucial part of this equation. They provide your body with the opportunity to recharge, rebuild, and come back stronger. Think of your fitness journey as a marathon, not a sprint. Just like a marathon runner needs to pace themselves and conserve energy to reach the finish line, you need to find a sustainable training rhythm that allows for both periods of intense effort and adequate rest. Ignoring your body's need for recovery can lead to burnout, injury, and ultimately hinder your long-term progress. Finding the right balance between training and recovery is an ongoing process. Pay attention to your body's signals, adjust your training accordingly, and don't hesitate to incorporate deload weeks when needed. Remember, true fitness is not about how hard you can push yourself in a single workout. It's about making consistent progress over time. Section 9. The long game, deload weeks for sustainable progress. In a fitness world often obsessed with quick fixes and instant gratification, it's easy to overlook the importance of long-term sustainability. Deload weeks embody this principle of sustainability. They are a testament to the fact that true progress in fitness, or any area of life, requires a balanced approach that respects the body's need for rest and recovery. Incorporating regular deload weeks is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of intelligence. It demonstrates an understanding that sustainable progress requires listening to your body's cues and prioritizing long-term well-being over short-term gains. Remember, the goal is not just to train hard today, but to be able to train hard for years to come. Deload weeks are an investment in your long-term fitness journey. They help prevent burnout, reduce the risk of injury, and promote consistent progress over time. By incorporating deload weeks into your training regimen, you're not just prioritizing your physical health, but also cultivating a sustainable approach to fitness that will serve you well for years to come. Embrace the deload and enjoy the journey to a stronger, healthier you.